Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Bibby, this is Poet Warriors. You guys already know at this point. Huge thank you from both me and the Bays for hitting 1,000 subscribers, guys. My goodness. Props to you guys. Look at you go. Look at you go. Today I would like to do another little capsule review on easily what I regard to be, perhaps, dare I say, top 5 best movies / acting performances of all time, really. I think that highly of this one. It's a good one. It's a good one. And it's this one right here. Boom. The Imitation Game. Let me set up for this one. I got my knee up. This is some knee up action, so you know it's important. I'm outside. It's a lovely day. And we're here making snacks. Benedict Cumberbatch. This man, for those of you who don't know. My goodness. It's very, very rare, I think, for me to be left speechless by a performance. That's not a term that I throw out there lightly. And this is absolutely one of those performances for me. And if you've seen it, you'll know why. The Imitation Game is a really cool historic period piece. It's kind of psychological wartime movie set in World War I in England. True story, or based on true story. And it follows the team, and specifically this one guy who Benedict Cumberbatch plays, who develops the system and the computer, the machine, the primitive computer, primitive decoder, to decode the German coded messages, which is, their story is ultimately not very well known, which this movie does a brilliant job of bringing light to the other side of war that isn't taught about. Specifically this team of code breakers, the decoding team, who arguably, if it wasn't for them, the First World War wouldn't have been won by the Allies. Just flat out, they wouldn't have. They decoded a lot of very, very key events that led to the victory of the Allies. It is a brilliant movie. There is a fly after my bald head, probably thinking it's their hive, their nest. It is a brilliant movie. Standalone, but I want to talk about the acting performance, because oh my goodness, man. Benedict Cumberbatch, I've always liked him, but this piece is 100% certainty the best thing he's ever done. And as I said, easily top 5 acting performances, top 3 probably of the 21st century, top 5 favorite acting performances, in my opinion, of all time. Obviously, it's a serious piece. There are aspects of comedy in it. Sure, there's some comic relief, but it's a very serious piece. It's a period piece, as I said. He is playing a real person. From what I can see and my own research, he does a very good job of playing this person, but still makes it, somewhat his own. Which is hard to do in these period pieces. When you're playing like a real person, it's hard to find the nuance, the creative nuance in the character, in the role, unless the writing deems it as such. But I feel like Benedict Cumberbatch did a perfect iteration or rendition of this character. These flies, man, I don't know. But without giving too much of the film away, it all goes very, very downhill for this character, legally speaking. It definitely deals with social and political injustices as the film develops. Definitely raises some societal concerns. and questions to be explored, as well as, you know, the wartime period piece nature, World War One, and the decoding team. And if you've seen the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. But what, you know, after post downfall, this broken man. Oh my goodness, dude. I actually don't know if he won an Oscar for this, but if anyone should, I don't think I've ever actually watched something and been like, you know what? Give that man an Oscar. I mean, probably I have done a couple of times, but I actually don't think I've ever said this aloud. But if he didn't get one for that, get that man an Oscar. Oh my goodness. You guys got to do yourself a favor. It's a very, very enjoyable movie to watch. I'm going to go and rewatch it actually now, because now I'm in the mood. You guys always get me in the mood. Look at you go. You should be very proud of yourselves. Very, very enjoyable film. Like I said, psychological, keeps you on your toes. There's a lot of tension. The play off of characters, the cast is fabulous. They all work very, very well with each other. Very well written, very well directed. Cinematography is great as well. The music's very good. The music is very good at supporting the story as it develops. But my goodness, the performance of Benedict Cumberbatch in that movie was stellar. You can see now I'm struggling to think of the words, man. Just speechless. Go watch The Imitation Game. Benedict Cumberbatch. Enjoy it.
Tasty.